question 1 was on Simpson's rule. So I started to set it out already. You should be using your table mode here. So if I press mode and 3, what format should I be in? I've got pi and trig, again in C3. If it does not state degrees in the question, you must be in radians, okay? So I'm going to press shift and E, and then to get tan squared, I'm going to put brackets tan, bring up the x, alpha x, close brackets, or close brackets, and it's that thing that's squared, okay? So I like to put that in brackets there, so it's not the x that's squared. Tan squared x means tan x all squared, okay? You could write in, if you wanted, tan x times tan x. Press equals, my start is 0, my end is pi by 5, so I say pi divided by 5. And my step, I need to go and work out, you get a mark this, so make sure you show it somewhere, would be pi by 5, take away 0, so that take away that, all divided by the number of strips in the question. Now it says in the question you have 5 ordinates, so you always have one less for your number of strips, so it would be pi by 5 divided by 4, so that's going to be pi divided by 20, okay? But make sure you've shown that somewhere, because like I said, you get a mark for that, okay? Okay, so that brings up my table. I started writing out here. I'm just hovering over there. X0 is 0. Now x1 is really pi by 20, and I'm going to write it's pi by 20 so you can see it's quite a rank number there. This would be 2 pi by 20, which I could have written as pi by 10 if I wanted to instead. X3 would be 3 pi by 20, and x4 would be 4 pi by 20, which I could cancel down to pi by 5, and that's my end value there. Okay, so I'll put in brackets pi by 5, so it's the same value. Not pi by 50, sorry, pi by 5. So then I'm going to go and find my equivalent y values. It says in the question go to 5 decimal places, so I've got to go to 2 more than that in the question. The first one's nice, though, it's 1, but I must write all of these to 7 decimal places correctly. So 1.0254, and then 029. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. The next one, 1.111347. Now, I'm trying to line those up under, so I just know that I've written out 7 every time. I could, if I wanted to, I just write out the whole number. I know people who just write out the whole number to not even worry about it. And then 1.2964, 32, and then 3 there. And then this one, 1.6953073. Okay, so then I'm going to run it through the formula that is given in the formula booklet. So it's h over 3, so it's pi by 20, and then that's divided by 3, so we could just write that into the calculator. It's pi by 60. It's going to be first plus the last, so I'm going to say y0 plus y4, plus 4 lots of the odds, so y1 plus y3, and then plus 2 lots of y2. Okay, so I'm getting those values into there, and then I'm going to put that into my calculator. So I come out of table mode, mode 1, and as I said, I'm going to say pi by 60 here, and then it's going to be the first plus last, so it's going to be 1 plus that, but I'm just write that's 2.69, so 2.69533073, plus, and then it's going to be 4 lots of the odds, so 1 point, I'm not going to try and do anything silly here, 1.020254029, plus, and then that one there, so 1.2964323, and then it'll be plus 2 lots of the even one, so 1.1113470, but that 0 doesn't really matter anyway, it's 0 there anyway. Press equals, and it tells you the answer is, now to 5 decimal places would be 0.743, and then 7925 dp. Okay, now part B is where most of us lost marks. It's given you exactly the same limits as what we had before. It says sec squared x instead of tan x. Okay, now you need to learn these, and you should be writing them as soon as they come into the exam. From C2, we know that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Okay, so if I divide everything through by sine squared, I'm going to get 1 plus, now cos divided by sine will give me 1 over tan, so that would be cot squared theta, and then divided through by sine will give me 1 over cosec. So that's one of my formulas, sec theta. If I divide through by cos instead, I get tan squared theta plus 1 equals sec squared theta. Okay, now you need to learn those, and I'd write them as soon as I get them into the exam if I were you. If we look at that, that means we can rewrite this as pi by 5. Just come by here, pi by 5 of 0 e to the, and I can change that to tan squared theta plus 1 dx. And I can rewrite that out again. When I'm adding powers, it's the same as timesing the two base numbers together, so that would be effectively written as that in one simple step. I'm then going to take that out as a constant, so I'm going to e to the power of 1, and then pi by 5, 0, and then tan squared theta, e to the tan squared theta, or dx, sorry, I meant to write not dx throughout, dx there, and then I know that answer because I just worked it out, is that one there, so then I just put into my calculator, which equals e to the power of 1 times by 0.74379. I'm going to put into my calculator here, e to the power of 1, and then times by ans, and I get my answer there as being 2.02. Does it tell me to dp's? I just do it the same as before, then I'll do 5 again, 0.2183. Okay.